Hi everyone, my name is Saini Now, and I am so excited to be able to share the very blessing that has blessed not only my life, my family, but thousands of other people. And so tonight I'm going to be sharing my story throughout, as well as talking about this business. So I am Tongan. My husband is Samoan, and we have three boys, and we live here in Auckland, New Zealand. And I am a infertility mom. So my story starts from here because it is from here that started the journey on finding something that would allow me to stay home with my kids and earn an income. And so it took me 5 years to have children. And as soon as the boys started coming, I just knew. I knew that there was a way that I could be a mom and earn an income around my kids. And I was desperate to find that way because I could see other people doing it. And I just thought, surely if I find it, I would know when it's presented to me. And because I know being a mom, the days are so long, but the years are very, very short. And so I started looking online and I started Googling how to make income from home because I needed extra income. And it wasn't like I needed thousands. I just needed a few $100s to make ends meet, to buy groceries, to buy nappies and wipes. And so as I was searching for a way to make an income around the children that I had prayed so hard for, there was my beautiful friend Pauline, and she was showing up on social media. She was traveling the world with her family, and she was earning an income around her kids. And so those two things caught my eye because that's what I was searching for. And I love the fact that I knew her. Like I knew Pauline, she was an ordinary person. She had kids just like me. And I just thought, and she lived in New Zealand. And so I thought, surely if Pauline can do it, then Saini can do it too. And so I invite you, as you sit here tonight, that you keep your keep the same mindset and have an open mind that if Saini can do it, if Pauline can do it, then you can do it as well. And so I asked her to show me how she was able to live the life that she lives. And she told me about the company. And so the company is called New Skin. And so you may have heard it. They've been around for 40 plus years. They are a direct selling company and they have multiple products that you can choose from nutrition products as well as skin products. And when she told me about it, it felt right. And I just knew that I could do it. So tonight we're going to cover four things. And so there is something for everyone. So we're going to talk about profit, level 1 and 2 bonuses, build bonus and success trips, and lead bonus. And so profit, how do you get profit? By sharing and recommending products. So as soon as you sign up to Nu Skin, it's absolutely free. You don't have to pay a membership fee. As soon as you sign up, you'll get access to member prices. So automatically there'll be discounted prices for you. You buy it, you resell it at your own price, and you keep the profit. When you get the profit, you can do anything you want with it. It can go to groceries, it can go to power bills, and it can also go to Kmart money. All right, so if you're a Kmart girl, that's what it can go to. Okay, so that's the first way that you can earn an income. There are over 250 products in Nu Skin, and every single product has points attached to it, and points equal pay. So if there's something that you take from tonight is that the higher the points, the higher your pay. The lower your points, the lower your pay. Now we're going to move on to level 1, 2, and also the build bonuses. Okay, so first you were using the products and you were recommending it to people. Now you're loving it and you're telling other people about it. When you do that, Nu Skin is going to add more money to your bank account, which is how we get the build bonuses. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to try and think about percentages. You don't have to figure out the numbers. Nu Skin has a simple system and a simple app that does all the heavy lifting for you. What we focus on is selling products and signing up people. The next one is successorships, which was my ultimate fave. And that's something that caught my eye with Pauline. And so when you qualify for a successorship, New Skin will cover flights, accommodation, food, transfers, activities, and gifts. And they always pay for you plus one. So my question to you is, who will you take on the next success trip? My very first trip was to the Maldives back in 2023. So only me and my husband went. As you can see, we're very proud of the countries that we come from. But that trip really opened my eyes because before then, I only saw the Maldives on Instagram or Facebook. I never ever thought that an ordinary Tongan girl like me would ever be there. And so when I went there, it opened up everything for me, and I couldn't unsee the things that I saw. I couldn't unhear or unlearn from the people that had gone before me. Because just like I said, New Skin has been around for 40 years. And so we were able to chat with people that have been in the business for 30 plus years. After the Maldives, we came home and we started telling people about it. Okay, we loved it so much that we shared it with other people. And then we were able to qualify for another success trip, which was Japan. Japan is one of my favorite trips because my vision board came true. So on the photo on the left, it's a Photoshop photo. So I actually Photoshopped my boys in front of Tokyo Disneyland. And we made it a goal as a family that we were going to work towards this trip. And the photo on the right is an actual photo of us standing in front of Tokyo Disneyland. And I just know that if I didn't have a look at this opportunity, if I was closed minded, if I decided that I wasn't going to try, I would not have been able to make my kids' dreams come true. The most recent successorship that we've had was just in February of this year. We all went to Korea and I absolutely loved it. We are wearing hanbok costumes here and we're at the temple. It was just such a surreal experience. And my favorite part is seeing more people take hold of this opportunity. The next successorship is to Egypt. And like I said at the beginning, who will you take? Start now to decide that you're going to qualify for Egypt so that we can go see the pyramids and the camels together and just have so much fun. And so the next way that we earn an income is what we call a lead bonus. Now is when you've become a leader and you're showing others how you've been able to make profit, level 1 and 2 bonuses, build bonuses, and now successorships. When you do that, New Skin will give you more money, more bonuses, and they will give you 5%, 6 levels deep. Okay, but don't worry, whoever sent you this video, go back to them and tell them, hey, I'm really interested in knowing about all these bonuses. Can you explain? And they'll be able to do that for you. So I have the honor of introducing my beautiful friend that I've asked to come and share. She is the person that I saw online. She's been in New Skin for 9 years. She's the first ever Polynesian team elite in the world. Team elite is the top of the compensation plan, and we are so honored to have her here to share her story and also some tips on how she's been able to build a successful business over 9 years.
Hi, everyone. I'm Pauline Kauposi. Thank you so much, Saini, for having me on. So I just want to preface by saying before I did this business, I was already a hard worker. Okay, this is not one of those, let's just come and join this thing and it's going to be super easy. I got my bachelor's degree before I was 21. I got my master's degree before I was 22. I was quite young and I was quite determined. And whenever I decided I was going to do something, I knew I was going to start it and do it to the very end. And the reason why I start by saying that is because if you are already determined, if you're already hardworking, if you know that you can come and you can do this any kind of work, whether you're already working 2, 3 jobs, whether you're already doing everything because you believe that it's like family over everything and you just want to make your parents proud and you just want to make sure that all of the sacrifices are worth it, this business will pay you for your effort. So I started as a young mom. I was a mom of 2 under 2. I had no social media background. It was very awkward for me to take photos of myself and post it on social media. I didn't like going live. I hated taking videos of myself, but I wanted more to be successful than I was trying to be shy. And so I made a decision that whatever it was that was going to make me successful, I was going to do it. Even if it was hard, even if it was awkward, even if it felt a little bit cringe, I knew that if it was working for others, it's going to work for me. So I just need to mimic those who have the results that I wanted. So in this business, a little tip that I would highly recommend: find someone that you aspire to be like. Find someone that you're like, that's what I want to achieve. And it doesn't have to be anyone like directly in your upline. When I first started, I was following these girls from America, from the UK, and I was like, they are doing it. I'm going to do it the same, and I'm going to do it with my spin on it. So I started this business 9 years ago. I started selling polishing bars. And when I made my first $40 on my first post, I was like, I can't believe this works. I can't believe people are paying for this. And so it almost like was a light bulb moment to me that if I could sell and make $40, then I could make $40 every day. And that's like 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. Like my mind just kind of started like racing, and it was like an adrenaline rush, and I loved it, and I was so excited. And I thought, well, I have 6 months left before I have to go back to my job. I was working full time as a social worker and studying to get my PhD at the same time. If I can build this business in the next 6 months while I'm on maternity leave and replace my income, then I don't have to go back to work and I can stay at home and be with my kids full time. So it was kind of like a race against time for me. I had a set amount that I needed to earn to be free from a job, free from checking in at 8:30 to 4:30 every Monday to Friday, sitting in traffic. And I was just like, this is what I need to do. And I just got to work. And it was very challenging, not in a sense where I had to be like physically challenged, but it was a lot of mental challenge where I had to challenge the norms, challenge what I thought I had to do to succeed or to earn an income. But from that first 6 month run, I qualified for my first success trip. And I know that there are so many people who are like, we need to see it to believe it. So I was like, if I could just get to my first success trip, then my cousins, my aunties, my parents, my siblings would believe that this business works. So I qualified and I went to South Africa. And I remember meeting people on that trip. And I just kept thinking, these are people who have been on like 30 plus trips since the market has opened. And they are very normal. And if they can do this for 30 years, then I can do it too. So I sat on my 17-hour plane ride back from South Africa, drawing out what I needed to do to get on my next one. Now, 9 years in, I've been on 26 trips from Croatia, Montenegro. I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Japan. I've been to South Africa. I've been to Malawi, Hayman Island. All of these trips have been possible because of Nu Skin, but not just the trips. I've been able to not only retire myself, but also my husband. I've been able to take my parents on trips as well, and also all of my children. I'm now a mom of four. We live in Tonga simply because we have the option to. And I get to be here with my parents. I get to enjoy flexibility. And, the life I live now is an answered prayer to the prayers I prayed for 9 years ago. And, for me, I didn't need a lot to satisfy my needs, but being able to produce a really good income from this business has allowed me to help so many more people. And I just feel like I'm blessed to then be a blessing to others. And so I'm so grateful for this business. And I always tell everyone, if it didn't work, I wouldn't be here 9 years pretending that it works. Like that's a long time to pretend. But 9 years in, I've been able to learn leadership, learn about being a better person, learn about myself and how I can be more confident in who I am. And I think that journey to becoming a better person also generates a really good income. And so I'm really excited for everyone who is on this call. Just know that where you are at right now, that's where I was 9 years ago. scared, unsure. What if it doesn't work? What if no one buys? But the one thing that helped me to keep going is what if it does work? What if people buy? What if people join? And what if this actually works? And that little voice inside me kept going. And I'm so grateful that I did. I'm grateful that I've met with Saini and a lot of the leaders on this call. And I know that this is just the beginning, and we're going to continue to unlock so many more markets together as a group. So that's all from me. Ofatu.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for sharing. And for those that are like non-new skin people, super brand new, I hope that her story has inspired you to just go for it because you won't know unless you give it a go. And just as she talked about profits, yes, profits start off small, but they compound. And when it compounds, the blessings do come. So thank you so much, Lena, for sharing. All right, so after this video, whoever sent you the video, go back and tell them that either one, you want to sign up, or two, you have questions and they'll be able to answer it for you. So this is how your new skin journey will go. You sign up for free. We help you create your ordering account. Then you become a brand rep just like us. Pauline's been in for 9 years, I've been in for 4 years, and today could be your day one. Together, we help you build your customer base, we help you build your team, and then we travel the world on paid trips. My favorite part about this business is that it's a legacy business, which means if something were to happen to me, that my new skin business can be willed to my children and they'll be able to um, take up or take off from where I left off. And that's something that I love, that they don't have to start from square one or from day one or from, the first step. So if this is something that resonates with you, let's talk about the legacy business because it's way more than what you think it is. And it's such an amazing opportunity to be a part of. And so I want to end this opportunity call with my favorite quote of all time, which is, get on your knees and pray, then get on your feet and work, from Gordon B. Hinckley. This profession has changed so many lives. This profession has allowed parents the flexibility to work from home around their kids. It's given them time where they didn't have time before. And so this all came because people actually prayed about this opportunity. And when the Lord gave them the yes, then they went for it. And so I invite you tonight, as you've sat here through this presentation, to take it to the Lord. And when He gives your answer, that you actually move and get into action. So thank you so much for tuning into our Zoom. Like I said, go back to the person that invited you, and then we will see you on the next success trip. Bye, everybody.